Yes. Let's just see if this class action. Oh, there's willful and wanton misconduct. Yes. Conduct committed with an intentional or reckless disregard for the safety of others. Oh, as by failing to exercise ordinary care to prevent a known danger or to discover a danger. Oops. Willful indifference to the safety of others. Oh, willful misconduct. Oops. Now, this miscarriage. Yes. Uh-huh. Miscarriage of a grossly unfair outcome in a judicial proceeding, as when the defendant is convicted despite a lack of evidence on an essential element of the crime. Pooh, failure of justice. Now, I like this idea of the treasonous miscarriage of justice. Issuing orders for personal recognizance without law enforcement seriously investigating the allegations of a crime. Yes, known as willful and wanton misconduct on the part of the police department, Sequim, Washington. Yes. On the part of the police department, Port Angeles, Washington. Yes. On the part of the Port Townsend Police Department, poop. And then there are the sheriff's departments, Jefferson and Clallam County. Yes. You have been willful and wanton in the misconduct of not knowing whether or not I committed a crime. Pow. Now, every time, you issued a court order. Yes. It is the grossly unfair outcome of a judicial proceeding. Yes. When I am, yes, obligated to go to court to receive court orders for something I did not do. Now, these prosecuting attorneys and public defenders right now, why don't you give me their LSAT scores? Pooch, last 40 years. DPS their location. Because when you refuse to enforce the fucking laws of the United States, this idea of being a class of plaintiffs and a class of defendants, yes. See, I think it's easier to sue, right, each and every public defender's office in every county, and I'll just name them all as a class of individuals that are obligated to ask themselves, well, where's the police report? Yeah. That the individual actually committed the crime? Yes. And then where is the actual evidence of the person having committed the crime? Yes. Now, this he said, she said, that is not admissible in court. Just because you have a badge on doesn't mean that it has to believe what you say. And that would be like police officers not being able to lie. Obviously, we know you're liars. Class action. Pow. A lawsuit in which the court authorizes a single person or small group of people to represent the interests of a larger group. Specifically, a lawsuit in which the convenience either of the public or of the interested parties requires that the case be settled through litigation by and against a part of a group of similarly situated person in which a person whose interests are or may be affected does not have the opportunity to protect his or her interests by appearing personally or through a personally selected representative as through a person specially. Now, federal procedure has several prerequisites for maintaining a class action. The class must be so large that individual suits would be impractical. To a certain extent, that's true. Yes. I have my individual lawsuits. Yes. I have my tort lawsuits. Yes, he does. Then I have my class action lawsuits because it is so large. Yes. Then there must be a legal factual questions common to the class. Of all of those that got arrested for violating the